Hi, I'm Heather MacKenzie, and I'm the manager for diversity services at Halifax Public Libraries, and I'm also president of the Atlantic Book Awards Society.
What is your favorite type of literature?
Well, when I just read for fun, I like to read thrillers. So I'm really a big fan of authors like Lee Child and David Baldacci, Steve Barry, so those spy and espionage thrillers. I also try to read some more literary fiction as well. So every year when all of our great shortlisted books come out for the Atlantic Book Awards, I try to read a selection of those. But I think my favorite genre is really sort of the mystery, suspense, thriller kind of genre to read for fun.
How many years have you been involved with the library and the Atlantic Book Awards, and what type of roles have you had in those years at the library?
Okay, well, I've been involved with I've been working for Halifax Public Libraries for going on 35 years now, always in Halifax. So I started my career at the old Spring Garden Road Library as a children's librarian. So I was involved in children's and youth services for quite a few years in different roles as a librarian, then as a manager. I was also the manager for several years here at the beautiful Alderney Gate Public Library, and then also at the Keshen Goodman Library in Clayton Park. And then I came back to work here at Alderney Gate in my current position with diversity services. As far as the Atlantic Book Awards Society goes, the library has always been a sponsor of the Book Awards, certainly a partner in that organization. And we became an organization officially in the end of 2008, and I became the president of the board at that time. Still the president of the board. Haven't had time to recruit a successor, but we have a great board, and I enjoy working with the authors and the folks that we work with every year and planning our annual festival.
Now here's a tough question, maybe, or maybe it's right there in your brain. What was your favorite childhood book?
Wow, it's hard to pick one. I know I had always had books as a child I could read sort of very early. My parents provided me with a lot of books, but talking with my mom and remembering one of my favorite ones was a little golden book. Remember that great series of little golden books? And one of them was The Bingity Bangity School Bus. So that title comes to mind, so I know that one of my favorite ones as a kid was The Bingity Bangity School Bus. Then when I got a little older, I liked all the typical things that kids like to read, like the Bobbsey Twins mysteries and Trixie Belden and all that kind of stuff. We also had really good family friends in England. So they used to send me great books by English writers like Enid Blyton, where kids were always going off and having great adventures with smugglers and all this kind of stuff. So those sort of adventure stories I remember enjoying a lot as a kid too.
And one last question. Do you think young people today will keep being interested in reading and literature?
I think they are, and they will, because books are being provided for them in so many different formats. So young people are on the run all the time, but they can certainly read books on their laptops, on their iPads, on their phones, listen to them, read them digitally. So I think as long as books and literature keep being provided in different formats for this generation that's so much on the go and mobile, they'll certainly keep reading. Even if they don't maybe sit down and pick up a hardcover book, they'll still be reading because they can take it with them anywhere.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Willie. It's a pleasure to talk to you.